Rest easy, the Q&A for the Zeus is out. A lot of you are struggling with decisions here. What should I do? Should I upgrade my spirit into the Zeus? Yes, no. I know I had that challenge for a while. I ended up doing the C1 to the Zeus CCU upgrade. Look, 5,000 views on that tweet, which is pretty good for my channel. It's a lot of people curious about this. So this Q&A is very much needed. Let's understand why should you pick, say, the cargo one over the C1 Spirit. Let's jump right into it without wasting more time. The RSI Zeus Mark II is smaller than the Spirit, but its cargo variant holds more than twice the cargo of the C1. Twice is a lot. That is a lot. More than the Mercury. Why would you choose the Spirit over the Zeus? Now, immediately right away, what I tell people is it comes down to aesthetics also. If you just like the way one ship looks over another, then consider it. If you're just trying to min-max the stats, it's going to be different. But the truth is, you'll come down to a point in this game where you simply want a ship you want to fly a ship that just looks good to you. And in this particular case, that is a lot of it actually. The Spirit is more agile and has a higher top speed than the Zeus, favoring maneuverability and not getting hit over raw SU carrying capacity. Basically, it's coming down to you can have more cargo, but it's going to be a bit slower. Not really a big deal, but also keep in mind in atmosphere, maybe the Spirit handles better. We'll see. During production, however, we managed to get the C1 Spirit to hold 64. Hang on to your hats, all right? The C1 Spirit now holds 64 versus the proposed 48. That is also very good news if you want to keep the Spirit. For me personally, still favoring the Zeus. Let's go on to the next one. What is the range of the QED and its snare or dampener? So it's just the quantum dampener. It's not the QED, which combines snare and dampener. The range will be similar to the one found in the Aegis Vanguard Sentinel. All right, good answer. Are the EMP and quantum dampener pilot controlled? Please say yes. We are aiming to allow any seat to control them. Yes, thank you. That is the one selling point for me right now on this, is that if I want this to be a solo ship, it still allows me to control all the important features from the pilot seat. Chef kiss, perfect. I love it. Though if this causes issues, we'll restrict to a subset. I don't know what issues that may cause. The only issue I can think of is if it's going to be OP. I mean, there's other ships which do this already. I hope they keep it all on the pilot seat. On the MR security variant, the gunner and the co-pilot will both have control over one of the remote turrets. So there's a top turret and a bottom turret. That is good news. So far, still liking it. Is the Zeus Mark II CL able to travel through small jump points? They're talking about the cargo variant right there. Now keep in mind, if you don't really know, there are different sized jump points. You can't take your hull E or your hull D through a smaller jump point. You want a smaller ship. Is this a ship that's going to do it? And the answer is yes, it is. Though there's a lot of changes coming regarding the jump points and their size and restrictions, as the design has evolved significantly since it was first discussed. Expect more info as we're closer. Definitely yes. I think we'll see a lot more people choosing certain size ships for certain type of missions just because of the restrictions of the jump points. Why do prisoner boxes need extra space? Is it possible to place them on the normal cargo grid? Now, if you look at the interior of the MR, where was it? Let me just find it quickly. Here it is, MR interior. You will see that the prisoner boxes are placed on the sides there as opposed to in the middle. Now, the answer to that is prisoner pods can be stored in cargo grids, but take up relatively large volume and items cannot be stacked on top of them. The prisoner pod area in the MR allows them to be stored in a more efficient meat rack format. What? I never knew that was an official format, but okay guys, it's a meat rack format, like the Drake Cutlass Blue without compromising space. So obviously that is the best spot for it. And are there just 2 or is there 4 in total? I can't see from this image over here, but it looks like they may be able to stack one on the other for a total of 4. We'll see. Next question. Are there any escape pods? The beds are designed as escape pods and eject out the bottom of the ship. Sleep tight. Awesome. The beds we see, well, I don't know about these because these are stacked over each other in the bunks, but the captain's quarters definitely has a bed right over there, which will work. I guess they eject out the side maybe, or you eject onto the face of the guy below you. Either way, apparently the beds are where you eject from, so nice. Next question. The room opposite the armory in the MR looks empty. What is its function? Okay, so this is the interior of the MR. They're talking about this room right here across from the armory. Looks empty, and the answer is this is a room for armor and suit lockers and storage. The angle just didn't show it very well. Well, hang on a second, because suit lockers are up here. So additional suit lockers and armor. So that's I like it. I'll take more of that. That's fine. All right. Interesting. What is the Zeus's top speed? Good question. As the ship is in active production, the value is ever changing, but it will be lower than the Spirit C1. Fair enough. You know, you can't give everything to the Zeus. The trade-off is the C1 is going to be faster. I mean, it just looks sleeker, so I don't mind that at all. That is good. I do like that. As the Explorer variant will have more shields, will the Bounty Hunter variant have significantly heavier armor to compensate? That is the goal. Yes. Trading shield power for armor to make the MR weather its target's fire. Great news so far. I'm liking my decision very much. Does the Zeus have fuel recovery? Yes, all Zeus variants have fuel intakes capable of regenerating hydrogen fuel. Awesome. I'm liking the ship more and more. Is the top remote turret pilot controlled? Currently, the gunner seat will control the bottom turret on all versions, and the co-pilot will control the top turret on the MR and tractor beam on the CL. So these ships do have a decent amount of firepower, but to fully utilize the MR with all its guns at the same time, you will need to have more people in the seats. So there's the top turret, bottom turret we can't see from here. That is nice. Still good. Okay, show me something bad now. Nothing bad. What are the intended roles for each of the 3 crew members? Regarding the bridge seats, one is dedicated pilot seat, the others are co-pilot and gunner specifically. In terms of roles, we don't want to lock players to a set role within the ships. So whilst naturally one player would be flying the ship, the other 2 are free to assist in navigation, defense via turrets, offense via missile operator mode, EMP, quantum dampening, or deal with engineering issues that arise. So we've seen the engineering issues, which are very concerning if you're trying to solo big ships. At the same time, this is creating a lot of interesting game loops for engineering roles. And as I said in the beginning, the pilot will be able to handle the EMP and quantum dampening, but also a co-pilot might be able to handle it with you just to take some of that off you. Good. I like that. That is balanced. Can the Zeus Mark II MR, all these questions for the MR. These are all the questions I had too. It's good to know I'm not the only one. Can the Zeus MR be equipped with red, blue, and white warning lights? Really? That's not important. Is that really important to you? This is not currently planned. Good. Not important to me. The most important thing is just make it come in black. That's the best thing. Does the Zeus have an external docking collar? There is indeed an airlock with our small metric docking collar with ground ladder, and I believe we can see that from the interior view. That round thing over there, right? Unless there's something else which is round like that, but I believe that round thing is indeed the docking collar. And that is it. So, overall, you are probably still asking the question, should I upgrade my Spirit into the Zeus? And I gotta say, it's a tough one. For me personally, the MR, that's the black one, the Bounty Hunter version is the one I picked up because it is unique in its role. There's no other ship which does that. I know that the Cutlass Blue, but with the quantum dampener and the armory and just the layout of it, I think there's no other ship in this class range that does that for me personally. Plus, I love the way it looks. So the MR for me is a yes. The ES, that's a tougher one. The exploration, I'm not sure about. If you have a constellation, is it worth? I don't think so. And the CL, I think the cargo variant itself will have its spots, especially when it comes to the jump points. Being able to traverse the small jump points with that amount of cargo could be pretty good. So I would say yes on the cargo and the Bounty Hunter one. On the exploration one, tough. I can't tell. Give me your thoughts below. Let me know. If you like my content, thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.